Hey, what is going on, everybody? I'm Noah from PhoneDog.com. And get used to this phone because you're going to see it a lot in the next month or so, even the next couple of weeks, in a few different varieties. It's the HTC Snap, and you're going to see it as the Ozone on Verizon, and you're going to see it as the Dash 3G on AT&T, and also in unlocked form you've seen already from HTC. But this is the Sprint version, and they just called it Snap. And it's a Windows Mobile 6.1 standard smartphone, so no touchscreen. It's a Windows Mobile standard. And the way that this phone came about, as HTC was telling me, is that they got comments from media people, bloggers, phone enthusiasts, customers, whoever, saying, "Hey, whatever happened to the good old-fashioned slim, QWERTY candy bar smartphone?" They made the Dash for T-Mobile. And people like that form factor, the BlackBerry style form factor. Other companies do it. Samsung with the Blackjack series and the Jack, and the Epics, and Motorola with the Q9. And it's a popular form factor. BlackBerry, obviously. And anyway, so HTC was like, yeah, people want this phone. Let's make it happen. So they did. So they came out with the Snap, and just got it from the good folks at HTC and Sprint. This one is available right now. It's $149.99 with a 2-year contract after rebate. If you buy it directly from Sprint. If you get it elsewhere, maybe cheaper. I don't know. But it's 3G. It's got Windows Mobile 6.1. It's got Sprint TV. It's got a 2-megapixel camera with video. It differs a little bit from the original Snap. D-pad instead of a trackball. We'll get to that in a second. In the box, here's the HTC audio adapter. We may not be seeing this from HTC anymore in the near future after, I don't know, the next couple of months. Standardization's happening, and we may see HTC moving to a more standardized format for their USB and audio connectors. We'll have to see about that. Here's the USB data cable and a set of HTC branded earphones as a headset. We've got a remote control of the microphone and everything. And that USB, that proprietary HTC USB audio connector. Here's your battery. We're going to need this, so let's take it out now. And what do we got here? Does it say? Yes, 1500 milliamp battery, so that should be plenty of juice to keep you productive and entertained all the live long day. USB-based power cable, so you plug this into the data cable that came, and then you've got your Snap-on business, so it comes with a Snap-on thing for US power sockets, but you can snap that off and interchange it if you're traveling around the globe with different adapters for different countries. And see, there you go, that's how it works. It snaps on. Yeah. Alright, so the phone itself, it's got to get these off here. Ooh, it feels kind of nice. It's kind of sticky, but in a nice way. I've been high on HTC phones lately. Where's that one I've been playing with? Oh yeah, here it is. Oh, look at that. We'll have to do a separate video on that one, huh? This is not a US carrier branded phone. This is an unlocked phone. But you should be seeing this coming to some US carriers very soon. That one's kind of nice. I'm not a Windows Mobile fan per se, but as far as Windows Mobile phones go, that one's pretty nice. This one, though, this one might be nice too. So there's your whole battery cover comes off the back. Oh, you got a little piece of plastic over the camera slot there. There you go. We'll see if there's any charge in here. Yep. So there's the Snap. Let's turn off this light so we kill some of that glare. So you've got a 2-megapixel camera, video capture, 3G data, the Sprint TV, obviously, the web browser, the email, all that stuff. Windows Mobile 6.1 standard, like we said. It's a Qualcomm processor, 528 megahertz. EBDU Rev 8 data, we said. It's got GPS. It's got a 320 by 240 display, so not a super high-res display. But the attraction here is how thin it is and how HTC generally has really good keyboards. I'll have to check this one out. I played with the Unlock Snap back at CTIA. Like the keyboard. I like the trackball. No trackball on this one, which I feel like might be too bad because I do like the trackball. On the side you've got a rocker switch. On the back, your camera, a little speakerphone grill. On the other side, you got nothing. On top, you got nothing. On the bottom, you have your USB connector. And then on the front, you've got speaker up there. You've got call and hang up buttons. The hang up button is also power. 2 soft keys, home, back. Your full QWERTY board. Your inner circle button. The HTC inner circle feature. Looks like it's alive and kicking on this phone. That lets you kind of manage things so you can just see your incoming communications from a certain number of people. So that way you don't have to deal with all this stuff. HTC did some research, and it's like, according to the research, most people only actually respond to and deal with incoming phone calls and messages and emails and stuff from a small number of people. So they did this inner circle thing. We'll do more on that later. Shortcut key for the web, shortcut key for messaging, shortcut key for the camera. The phone's restarting itself because it activated. And the keys look good. They're offset, which is nice. It's a full 4-row keyboard, which is nice. Nice big spacebar. Spacebar's offset a little bit to the right, but the middle of the space, the end of the spacebar is still in the middle. I think that should be okay. Interesting though why it's offset to the right. I guess they figured people wanted the question mark over there, and then they had to have the dialing pad over there. I'm not really sure. We'll have to see. So let's just do a quick keyboard test, and then we'll wrap this up, because it's just an unboxing, right? It's not a it's not a review until you've actually tested the phone out and you can talk about its performance, voice quality, data, all the features, how it feels in hand, all that stuff. So this is not a review. This is sort of an unboxing plus, I guess. It's just, if I'm going to unbox it, may as well turn it on. Anyway, we'll do a little keyboard test here. Hey now. Alright, well, I hit a I hit a shortcut button, I guess. The keys feel, at first they felt really good, and then there's a little bit, they're a little bit chiclety in terms of the key action, and I accidentally hit, I double pressed a few times. So if I slow down a little bit. Yeah, so the keys are a little bit domed, or kind of an angular dome there. I don't know if you can see. But they're right flush against each other, no separation. So, I think with getting used to it, I think it'll be fine. But I definitely did, as I got kind of the chiclet feel, my thumb sort of rolled off onto the adjacent key a couple of times. So I'm guessing I can get used to that. Not quite as whiz-bang out of the box, super comfortable to use as this bad boy. But, it's a much bigger device, but the keys are larger, they're separated. Clearly, I like the hardware on this phone, so I should put it away and just talk about this phone. It's the HTC Snap from Sprint. Again, the Sprint version is out now, $149.99 on contract. Oh, I forgot to mention, I believe this phone does not have Wi-Fi, which is kind of interesting. That I'm double checking here, but I don't think it has Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about Wi-Fi on the Sprint site there. And if we go to the Start menu, go to Settings. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about... You go to the COM Manager. Bluetooth, direct push, data connection. Yeah, no Wi-Fi on this phone. So that's a little bit of a letdown for a smartphone. But Sprint's 3G network is pretty good, at least where I live and work. And if it's good where you work, you might not need the Wi-Fi. Anyway, $150 on contract from Sprint, available now. It's the HTC Snap. You're going to see this in a few different iterations. The Ozone on Verizon, the Dash 3G on T-Mobile. I think the Dash is going to have the trackball, which I personally like the trackball. We will have much, much more on the Snap in all of its forms and flavors right here on PhoneDog.com. So meantime, I'm going to get used to this keyboard. I'm going to give this a whirl and see what it's really like so we can get you a proper review. All right? All right, don't forget, we do a lot of video coverage, obviously, But there's a lot more on the site, written reviews. You know, we've got John doing all the Android stuff, just back from London. Aaron was recently talking to the folks from Sony Ericsson, checking out their new stuff. Adriana has been covering a lot of stuff, a lot of the iPhone and Apple related stuff in particular. You know, we're trying to get you covered on all fronts, and some of it's video, but some of it's written and pictures. So head over to the site and check that out, right? Because, you know, it's good to read too. Until next time, I'm Noah from PhoneDog.com. That's me behind the camera. Thanks so much for watching. Again, thanks to the folks at HTC and Sprint for loaning us the Snap. We'll see you later.